Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another React video here, reacting to another episode 2 of You, the Lifetime / Netflix original, whatever you want to call it. I think the first season was Lifetime and then Netflix just yoink. Which fair enough, it's a very good show. It's this Jesus Christ, this show though. Behind the scenes thing, the episode 1 reaction was meant to go up on, oh God, let me work out a date in my head. I couldn't tell you a calendar. I want to say like the 15th or the 12th even, but YouTube's copyrights just didn't like it, and I had to edit a lot and a lot and a lot. I think I came to a format that worked, and so this video itself is going to be a bit different as well. It's going to have, I'll just show you, it's going to have this layout, because it having a big picture of me in the bottom corner, it just didn't like that, so it has to be little picture. So I've come up with a whole format for it, which hopefully will give me absolutely no troubles when I try and upload it. Fingers crossed, that's the hope. But here, episode 2, Joe is weird. He's got Benji locked in the cage, and he's got a date with Beck, so I mean, everything's looking up Joe. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into episode 2 of You, the Last Nice Guy in New York.
Tonight's the night, Beck. Our first date. Obvious hangover aside, you are too. I've read people wrong in the past. One day, I'll tell you about Candace.
Oh my God. Well, you know, yeah, Joe's having a nice time, isn't he? Joe's having a a lovely time galloping around his apartment. He's just really happy. And of course, he knows Beck has a hangover. He has her phone, and he's probably watching every second of the day. But hey ho, he's got a date, and yeah, you can bring up Candace, Joe, but yeah, you might want to wait. It's not first date talk, is it? You leave that one for a while.
We all have baggage, but I feel like I'm dealing with it the right way. I'm not bothering you, just checking in.
Yeah, he's dealing with it the best way anybody can, by standing outside her apartment window and spying on her through the windows. Not bothering her. He's just keeping an eye on her. Come on, what else is he meant to do, huh?
Not criticism, but you seem distracted. Of course, a new phone. You think you're also deactivating your old one. Here's where you're wrong. Your old phone, which I have, is still logged into the cloud.
Just keeping an eye on her. It's nothing bad. It's just keeping an eye on her. And, you know, has stolen her old phone. It's nothing bad. It's just keeping an eye on her. It's just normal behaviour, everyone. Come on.
You reached Benji.
Hey, look, you haven't texted back. Let me know you're okay? This is really annoying, Benji.
It is annoying. You're not thinking about us, you're thinking about him.
Yeah, Beck, this is actually very frustrating and annoying of you. Like, how dare you? Why are you thinking about Benji, who's locked up in the cage by Joe? Why are you thinking about Joe and your date later? Like, you're being pretty selfish right now, Beck. Like, you know, can you show some respect here?
Hey, speed reader.
Hi, Joe.
What are you reading?
This book about werewolves the girls in my class won't stop talking about.
Here, try this.
Frankenstein?
Joe, please, just let the boy read Twilight. I mean, I can't think of a single other thing that book could be. So just let the boy read Twilight, Joe, please. It's not that bad. I promise. I've read Twilight. Like, just let the boy read Twilight, Joe.
Okay, granted. Didn't think too far ahead when I swung that mallet. Knew Benji was the worst, so I did what I had to do to help you. Now there's an adult human male in the basement of this bookstore.
Yeah, it's not the ideal situation, is it, Joe? You know, adult human male, as you put it, locked in a cage in the basement of your bookstore. I mean, to you, this probably isn't the ideal situation, just because he won't shut up, and because, you know, there's expensive, well, not just expensive, just old, to you don't care about expensive, old books in there. I mean, that's why you think it's a not ideal situation, let's be honest.
I'm gonna give you my family lawyer's number. He'll get you paid. We have a jet. We'll send you anywhere in the world.
Best case, that's somewhere far away from you, Beck. Worst case, that ends with prison time.
Yeah, you know, once you start calling lawyers and, you know, hostaging, well, ransoming hostages, you know, the police tend to get involved, usually. So, yeah, best case, you're no longer in America, which, you know, that's a few seasons away, Joe. Worst case, you do go to prison, so not an option. But there just sadly isn't that many options when you, once again, imprison people in a cage in the basement.
Oh, shit. That's where I know you from. You were in the cab. She said your name.
This is Joe.
It's Joe!
Now, that's a complication.
Yeah. Benji, you're not helping yourself, mate. When you don't know who he is, that makes it a bit easier to let you go because you can't send it back to him or trace it back to him. But when you know his name, Benji, you make this a lot more troublesome for yourself because, I mean, you're making it a lot harder for him to just let you go, aren't you?
Do not tell me that you're doing this because of Beck.
Careful, Benji. Not winning any points.
If you knew her, you would not be ruining your life over Guinevere goddamn Beck!
If you won't out, you'll do what I want.
Yeah, Benji. If you figured out that he's probably locked you in a cage over Beck, the best course of action probably isn't to start insulting Guinevere Beck. It's just probably not the right move, Benj.
Worried about Benji.
That's why it's so crucial Benji's out of your picture. With Candace, I always felt like I was pushing, but now I realize can't force it. So you tell me if you're too distracted.
Sure, looking forward.
He is taking the right approach. I mean, he's deciding on his approach through stalking her and stealing her phone, but he's taking the right approach, Not wanting to push or oppress her, and if her head's not in it, trying to give her an out. So he's taking the right approach. But once again, how he's got to the right approach, not the best, Joe. Not the best.
Sometimes you do things on instinct because you have to, and then you scramble,
Yeah, I kind of know.
He does know, doesn't he? Sometimes you just instinctively lure a girl's, friend with benefit into the basement of a library, smash his head with a mallet and lock him in a cage, and then you scramble to figure out where it's going from there. Sometimes these things just happen. It's human nature, if anything. It's human nature.
I know I'm in a city full of people with big, fat, neon sign aspirations, and I know it's not cool to say it, but I love books. And I want my life to be about what I actually love.
Yeah, I get that.
Beck, look, I get it. I get it. Dealing with Benji and that, and now you got Joe here, and ignoring all the stalking and that, he's just very charming, isn't he? Talking about how passionately he loves books. It's just, I get it, Beck. I get it.
I'm sorry, I have to go. This friend meet someone and never came back.
Thought I'd gotten Benji out of our way. Looks like I have to finish the job.
Yep. Like where Joe realizes, ignoring everything else, that the reason he has to get rid of the man in his basement one way or another is because he's really getting in the way of Joe's dating life. Like, it's quite selfish of Benji when you think about it. To just get in the way of Joe and Beck like this. I'm a bit disgusted, honestly, Benj.
Thank you.
Password.
Liana.
His phone lock is another girl's name, Beck. Jesus.
Oh my god. Benji, mate. You gave up your phone, your unlocked phone, you gave it up for a small hit of coke. It looks like coke. Joe said he's doing meth, but it's probably coke. Coke is the rich person drug of choice at the end of the day, isn't it? Benj. We're not even going to get into your phone not being another girl's name because, it could be your mum, it could be your dog, there's a lot of things it could be. But Benji, Jesus Christ, come on. Come on, Benj.
He's high in some random shitburg in Massachusetts, according to his geolocation.
Don't say geolocation. You're not a stalker.
Right? Come on, you're not a stalker, Beck. I don't know of anyone around here as a stalker. Oh my god, Joe. And so many pictures of Benji in that phone, I imagine. But, hey, you're a hands-on kind of guy. You're a director. You're a filmmaker at heart. So you got to do it yourself. The old-fashioned way with a pair of panties. You do you, Joe. You do you. You're the master of this.
You see this hardworking writer. How could you not? She's branded the living shit out of herself.
If I wasn't about to be late to see you, I would beat this guy bloody for the way he talks about you.
Oh my god, Joe. You're such a hero. How dare Benji disrespect the woman you're about to leave your house to stalk to her location? How dare he? I think you should be a little bit late, Joe. Just to give him one,
me. Sorry.
You invited me. You flirt brazenly. Your clothes so sheer, I can see your nipples.
Ugh, God. This guy, you know, he brazenly, if he wants to use that word, so shall I, goes after her, you know, forcing her as much as he can into these drinks, and then, you know, goes touching up her leg. She has a problem with it, and then he's angry, and she goes to apologise. God, ugh, just, ugh.
Something has to be done about someone like him.
Oh, Joe, close one. You know, you and I we can agree that something has to be done about the professor, because ew, that was a close one. She nearly turned around. She stopped. You managed to stop the ringing just in time. You were very quick. Your reflexes, top tier there, Joseph. Top tier.
Oh, that's easy.
It's us in 30 years. And that was way too much.
I love that.
Okay, yeah, Joe, that was way too much. I think she might just be in the right state of drunk and very upset about this evening to let that fly. That was a little too much for well, this is you to continuing your first date, so this is a first date. That might be a bit much for a first date, Joe. just a little bit.
And the worst day. My thesis advisor, he made a pass at me, starting to think I'm some kind of magnet for, like, dudes with serious issues.
Aw, opening up to Joe. They'll make him very happy at the very least. And hey, you know, well, God, magnet for dudes with serious issues. Yep, I would say otherwise, but I mean, you're on a date with Joe right now, so yeah, maybe Beck, you might be onto something there.
We need another box already.
Kid ran down in the basement to get it.
What did I say?
I'm sorry.
I told you not to come down here.
Oh my God, the panic in Joe's eyes and his voice. And Paco obviously scared, you know, he has to deal with the shouting and all that enough at home with his mum's boyfriend and that, you know. And he has this safe person with Joe, and now Joe doing it. Oh, it just hurts all around, doesn't it? God. And all of this because Joe, God, yeah, Joe will not blame this on him here. The obvious person at fault is Benji. Because if Benji wasn't in this basement, Paco could have gone down there freely. So, God damn you, Benji. God damn you.
3 cups. One is your brand. Best, right? So prove it. Tell me which one it is.
If I get this right, I get it fixed.
If you get this right, I'll let you out.
Okay. No, hope in hell Joe was letting him out, but Jesus Christ, Joe. I know you want to prove a point that Benji's a dickhead. We already accept it. Don't have to prove anything. We're just like, yeah, he is, isn't he? You know? But, my God, it's not that deep, okay? Literally every company lies. We all have acknowledged that at this point, there's no getting out of it. Who cares if his soda's better than everyone else? Like, Joe, please. Please, just kill him already, Joe. It's what you want to do. It's what you're gonna do.
I need a palate cleanser.
Cup 2. 3.
I hate to agree with Benji because it's Benji, but yeah, palate cleanser, Joe. Like, come on. Palate cleanser just standard if you're doing a taste test. You know, like, I know you don't actually really care about this. Honestly, you're just toying with him whilst you try and figure out what you're gonna do next. But at least be fair, Joe. Give the man a palate cleanser.
None of them! Okay, they all taste like stale, cheap drugstore soda. They're not mine.
They're all yours.
That's bullshit.
Home soda is, obviously.
Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe. God. Benji, of course. Well, of course his products are trash. It's Benji. He's just, and it's just kind of like Logan Paul, you know. Market heavily, make sales, job off to the next company you're going to start, and, you know, the cycle continues. But, oh, Christ. Oh, Benji, and your terrible, terrible soda.
Let's be clear. She does not want to be with a guy like you. I can help you.
She invited me to a party.
She's taking you to add texture.
You might be right. Sorry, Beck. Everything I remember about... It's been a while since I watched You, season 1. Everything I remember about Becky is very right, isn't he? You know? She wants to be that deep, artsy person who, you know, goes with a guy like Joe who's deep and artsy too. But she just tends to lean towards and go towards the Benjis, you know? Which, you know, you do you, Beck, but... yeah, Benji, shockingly, might have a point.
You want to change that? You need me.
Oh god, Benji's really got in his head, isn't he? Oh, I mean, she hasn't had the chance to get kinky with Joe. It was only their second date. But, you know, he has fully got into Joe's head. Him and all the research Joe's done is just... it's definitely in his mind, you know.
Mwah, mwah. Is this Joseph?
Joe.
No, Joseph.
Just Joe.
I'm gonna have to borrow our friend here. So, make yourself at home. Brown people don't bite.
Jesus Christ, Peach. Oh my god. First of all, I know you're just trying to, you know, mark your territory, let's say, and your territory not being your home, being Beck, you know, calling him Joseph even though he says call me Joe, immediately taking taking Beck away, describing her as our friend to, you know, try and level any playing field you think you have an advantage on, and then the brown people comment, god. So we on about Peach. Shay, what are we on about Peach? She wants a hold on Beck, doesn't she?
Annika Atwater. Rich and hashtag carefree. Body positive influencer. Lynn Leeser. Adopted. Has all the smugness. None of the angst.
Yeah, Joe has done a lot of research. Specifically just on Beck's main core group. You know, Beck, Peach, Annika, Lynn. Took me a second there, god. Annika and Lynn are cool. Annika and Lynn, they're nice. They're fine. We like Annika and Lynn. It is impressive how Joe just kind of walking around just on kind of autopilot navigates to the library. There's just something in his body, like how a compass always points, you know, goes north or whatever. There's just something about in his body always points him to a library. He'll always get him there. Somehow, some way. He'll always find his way there.
You read that one?
It's the first one.
Typical.
You think I need some illiterate working in my shop?
Oh my god. Have you read them all? I only read the first one. Well, if you only read one book, you must be illiterate, aren't you? Mr. Mooney, calm down. Jesus. You know what, though? You can see where Joe got his quick tendency to lock people in the cage, can't you?
Joseph, there you are.
It's Joe. This is a lovely collection, Peaches.
It's Peach. And you've probably read more of these books than I have. A good salesman has to know his product, right?
In Joe's mind, with his low opinion of Peach, he probably thought she was saying just because he partially read like one page of Ozma that he'd read more than her. And Joe, of course, bouncing back, you know. You got to bite back in some way, so calling her Peaches while she calls him Joseph. Fair enough, Joe, fair enough.
And then you just happen to meet again.
Lucky we did. She was on the tracks.
So I heard. Thank goodness for you. Being in Greenpoint of all places. Oh, it's time for the toast.
Very friendly, yeah, Joe's right there. Very friendly tones, very nice words, but absolutely caked and coated in cynicism and in bites and snaps and punches in there. Oh, the start of a God knows between Joe and Peaches. And Joe yoinking one of the Ozma of Oz's, of course. Not your finest work, Joe. You know, she sees you reading a book and then you steal that exact book. You didn't even steal a different one in the set, you stole that exact one. Not your finest work there, but, You know, you were clearly very angry in the moment, and when Joe gets angry in the moment, yeah, things can go sideways quickly, can't they?
Hey, stranger. Having fun?
Beck, why did you bring me here?
I don't know. I thought it could be fun.
I thought it could be fun. Fair enough, Beck. I mean, I guess you don't need any more of a reason to invite someone up to a party than that one, you know? Joe trying to think of Benji was right about him, you know, her just bringing in to provide texture. And Beck, a perfect answer, you know? Because, yeah, I thought it would be fun. Fair enough.
Look, if you're not one of them, it's just because stuff didn't just get handed to you.
It didn't.
Right, and when it's like that, you have to show some teeth.
He's just so charming, isn't he? Jesus Christ. God. With that view as well, Beck, you're a stronger person than me to not going for the kiss there. You're a stronger human being than me. Joe's probably getting very annoyed about her not going for the kiss as well. First drinks earlier now here. He's probably just getting a bit like, what the hell, Beck? What's the hip hop happening? What's going on?
I'm glad we met. Glad we're friends.
For the love of Christ.
Oh God. Oh. The music changed from kind of the happy, whimsical, kind of magical, like floating. It's like dun 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 dun, you know, to the. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, that's not the word Joe wanted, is it? God, he did not want to hear the F word there. He did not want that at all. Oh, Joe. Doing all that he's done here just to be friends, that sounds like his worst nightmare.
Joe?
I know that voice.
Maddie Johnson, Candace's friend.
Thought we were pretty happy, but she thought she could be happier with some guy in Rome.
Left so suddenly?
Would you excuse us? My Uber's here.
Beck, very thankful for you there, getting him out of that situation ASAP. Joe is very thankful of that. He did not want to continue that. God, hearing about Candace, very soon to hear about Candace, much sooner than Joe was probably hoping for, but hey ho, here we go. Just probably make you feel, you know, bad for you. Thinking about Candace leaving you for a guy in Rome, you know? Probably working your favour there, Joe, actually. Maddie might have done you a favour, whether you like it or not.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's not okay to yell. Some people used to yell at me, too. And I don't want to be like them. I got you something.
What a lovely gift you acquired, let's say. You know, it'll make Paco, there we go, Jesus Christ, why did that name leave my head? Make Paco happier. And good of you to apologise, you know, you didn't like when people, yeah, well, Mr. Mooney shouted at you, accepting you did wrong there with Paco, apologising, you know, whilst he's dealing with all that as well, God. And food-wise, Joe, I just assume at this point you should probably just always get just a little bit more food. Because chances are you'll come home and Paco will just be outside whilst there's yelling from his house, so it's probably best just to get some extra food when you're buying takeout, you know? It just feels like it will save a lot of time in the long run than just giving him food constantly and you having to eat toast.
I can't take this in the house. Ron.
Go in the bathroom. The ceiling tiles around the vent. Move. Push one. Pop the book in there. Slide it closed.
Yep. Okay. Fair. Teaching him how to keep his stuff safe, which is fair with Ron in the house. Don't know how he's going to reach. Ceilings are usually pretty high, and there is a bit of a height difference between you and Paco, Joe. Let's admit that. So, don't know how that will go for him, but we'll see.
What was the point of taking me to that party? Benji was right. Benji.
Oh, Joe going through it. Sometimes you just have those days, you know, where you just want to lay on the couch and do nothing, you know, just feel sorry for yourself. But then, bam, you remember the guy locked in your basement. It's a feeling I'm sure most of us have had. Not all of us, of course. Some of us don't have basements, but most of us have had.
Honestly, I get how he feels.
You left me here to die!
Looking good, Benj. Looking good. Oh my Jesus. He didn't take it too well, did he? God. I'm surprised it took him this long to tear up all the books, honestly. I thought that would have happened a lot sooner, but No, he lasted a while. Fair enough to you there, Benji. Fair enough.
I want to ask you, please reconsider. I need the TA job. Discuss placing me with another advisor.
I really can't, in good conscience, do that.
I understand.
Professor Leahy over here. Professor Pervert, you know. Got his feelings hurt because Beck wouldn't sleep with him, and it's all her fault, obviously, for embarrassing him in the restaurant. And now he's like, well, I can't do that, can I? It's in the middle of the turd. Like, oh god, just screw off, lady. This guy. Ugh, this guy. God.
I guess I'm realizing I have no choice but to share this.
That is?
A list of 6 women who have a story about you. It's harder to dismiss 7 women with the same story.
Pop off, Guinevere. Go on, Beck. This guy does need taking down because Jesus Christ. And very much right. 1 woman, he could, easier to dismiss, but 7, all with the exact same story. A lot harder for the Professor Perv here to dismiss. There you go, Beck. You know what they say? Girls get it done. Girls get it done. Fair enough, Beck.
You want to make yourself a public liar? That actually would sink your career.
You're trying to call my bluff, but I'm not bluffing, so your call.
She is right. That's all he was doing. He was just trying to call her bluff there. No one will believe you. That's not possible because I've done nothing wrong, so obviously you're lying. But Beck just standing firm. I'm right. You're a pervert. Shut up. Fair enough, Beck. Good on you. Good on you for standing up to yourself and all the other 6 women and God knows how many women also you have not found and also women to come. It needs to be stopped now. Let's be fair and honest.
I've done things, and that's how I know you're not a killer. I'm gonna tell you something. Once I tell you, I'll know your worst secret. You'll know mine, then you can let me go.
Smart from Benji. He's had time to think it over, to go, ever slightly insane, we'll say. And the smart move, he's finally accepted, right, I need to get out of here. I know his darkest secret here. He needs to know mine. Bob's your uncle. There'll be a situation where, you go after me, I take you down with me. Neither of them want that. Smart. Smart from Benji.
They all stood there, and Benji stood there holding the camera.
Oh shit!
Their parents made it go away. Benji kept a copy of the video, I assume to hold over friends' heads.
You're probably right there, Joe. God. Imagine, first rich people, Jesus Christ. Of course, they can just make, we'll call it what it is, we can just make murder go away, under the guise of frat hazing and boys will be boys, Christ. But of course, Benji kept a copy just in case he had to blackmail anyone. Which, Jesus Christ, he's a piece of work, isn't he? Jesus Christ.
Thanks to you, I showed that professor some teeth.
Good, I'm glad. I was worried.
You're right, and I have housing and can rip Peach's checkup.
Aw. Joe's advice worked. Good. His advice was just, stand up for yourself. You're strong, you're a fighter, stand up for yourself. She was like, damn right, Peach's advice was, money makes all the world's problems go away. So here's some money. But Joe just said, fight for yourself, which she did, and it worked. So, fair enough. And also probably helped Beck realise that, hey, maybe me and this guy, more alike than I think. And maybe, maybe Joe good. Joe Goldberg.
That's good.
And continuing to take Joe's advice, just go for it. Go for what you want. Show some teeth. Or some lips, in this case, I guess. Oh, that advice really worked out for Joe, Jesus. Happy for you. Happy for you. The start of a relationship. I'd say a very happy relationship. At times. It's a very happy relationship. At times. We'll hold on to the good times. That's what we'll do.
Come back here.
Something about Joe. Oh, come on. Oh, God. Say what you want about the stalking and the murdering and what's the word I'm looking for? Prisoners? That's probably the word. Hostages. That's what. No, prisoners, yeah. But him leaning at that desk, looking at you, giving you the eyes and saying, get back here. Fair enough, Beck. Fair enough.
Did you get it? The video?
Maple latte, almond milk, 2 stevia. Yeah, I saw the video.
Yes.
I know you're happy because, you know, it's a video that'll get you your freedom, is the deal. But I've never seen someone so happy that someone else saw a video of them murdering someone. Yes! Like, let's tone it down, Benj.
What you said about Beck, you cast her in a role. It isn't her, the damage you've done.
I'm sorry.
If it was between me and you, Benji, honestly, I would roll the dice. But this is about her.
Oh, God. It's all for Beck. Benji, if it was up to me, I'd let you go, but my boss. Oh, my boss is such a stickler. You know? I have to. Oh, Christ, Joe. Jesus Christ. Like, I'm not Benji's biggest fan, but... God. God, just, you know, that kiss really got to him, huh? Christ. The power of Beck's kiss.
I'm very scared of what you would do to her. 2 tablespoons of peanut oil.
At least you had a good final meal, Benj. Nice drink. I mean, the drink had peanuts, which you're allergic to, and which have given you I imagine, quite an agonising death, but... Yay, drink. You got a coffee you wanted?
He's lied about so many things. Who knew? The peanut allergy was real. Guess Benji's gonna die an honest man.
One final jab at Benji as he locks his phone away in the ceiling, never to be found again. He hopes, at least. Oh, rip Benj, you were a prick, but hey ho, you know, probably, you know, didn't deserve to die like that, but the things Joe does for love, you know. Episode 1 ended with him getting a date with Beck. Episode 2 has ended with him getting a kiss from Beck and murder. But let's focus on the kiss. Joe's enjoying the good life. Things are going to crash down soon, though, aren't they? So let's enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while you can. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope I can get this video out a lot quicker than the last one. They'll come out pretty quickly together because of the release schedule I'll do. But filming wise, it's been over a week, nearly 2 weeks now. Jesus Christ! But still, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please do leave a like and subscribe for more. Leave a comment with any suggestions for shows or films you want me to watch or anything. Watching you at the minute, and I've got a lot to get through. But after that, I have a list as well. So anything else you want me to add to it, let me know. So yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed. I hope you have. And subscribe for more, and let me know your thoughts on You, episode 1 and 2 down below. And the series as a whole if you want. Try not to do too many spoilers though. You know, I've seen it, but still try. And let me know if you're looking forward to season 4. Love to hear what you want. But yeah, like, subscribe. And as always, I just want to say a very special thank you for watching.